So now I want to add some more gravitas to what I just said. Okay, and the gravitas comes from this chapter here. So it's coming from chapter 10. But what I want to do is I want to introduce you first to some mathematics. Okay, and I've talked about this before. So here we have Mersenne Prime. So we go to Wikipedia. So we say in the box, in the Google box, we say Mersenne Prime, and then we hit it, and then it says Mersenne Prime Wikipedia. So we click on that, and hopefully, there we go. Okay, so we scroll down here and make it a little bit bigger so everybody can see. And item number 6 in this context, table of context, says list of known Mersenne primes. So we'll click on that, and then we come in here and it says list of Mersenne primes and perfect numbers. So we'll click on that. And then God told us over it is 19, and so we go to the 19th one, and we notice that the 19th Mersenne prime, again make it bigger a little bit so we can all see, the 19th Mersenne prime has an exponent of 4253, and so Mersenne primes are of this form. And let's see here, draw. So they are 2 to the p minus 1, where p is a prime number. Okay, so that means 2 to the power 4253 minus 1. That's what it means. That means that I have to multiply 2 by itself 4,253 times, and then from that resulting number I have to subtract 1, and that number will give me a Mersenne prime. And we go back to wiki page again, and so back to wiki page. The wiki page tells us that this number has 1,281 digits. Okay, so when you set in when it's all done, you have a number which has 1,281 digits, and the number is here, 190797. Okay, so we'll go back to our write-up sheet, and so the number of digits is 1281. Okay, and the number itself starts with 190790, and then it goes all the way to 1,281 digits. Okay, by the way, this Mersenne prime is the only prime number that starts with 19. You can check it again, check that table again. There are 53 of them discovered. This is the only one that starts with 19, the 19th one. Okay? All right. So now what I want to do is I want to go to the Quran, and I want to go to 1281 frequency of the word God. Okay? And this verse says, this is 1378's verse. This verse says, say, had God willed, I would have never recited it to you, and you would have never understood it. Although I have indeed spent a lifetime among you prior to this, do you not think? Okay? So this whole thing is coming into fruition for us. And as you see here, this verse, this is the 1281, 81st frequency of the word God. had God willed. Okay. And you see 797 there. So we go to our thing. As you see here, it's 19797. Okay. So this God wants to show that He knows these things. Okay. He knows it. So then we come down here, and then we notice that in that same verse, we notice that since the 1131st, in the initial, these are the usage of mathematical relations that we have no idea how they are interconnected in these verses. God is the knower of all things, all secrets and declarations. He knows that. And so this is again, all of this are shown to us to glorify God. We have to understand this. This is not standing alone by itself. The goal of this is I'm here. I'm still here. I'm trying to see what happened here to the share screen. I can't share the screen for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to log off and log back on again. No, I can't do that because the recording is going to get messed up. Close preferences. Okay, there we go. All right. We got it. Okay. All right. Now you should see the screen. Okay. Okay, let's see. Go to...
We can see your screen now?
Yes. You can see the screen now. You should be able to see the screen now.
Yes, we can. I can.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. All right. Okay. So I was over here in this one, and we'll go to... Okay, we'll go to this one here, and... Okay, so I was here, 3/4... Okay, so again, we go to the... to our okay, we go to our and we go to chapter 10, verse 16. Okay, so 10:16, and we note there that 1131st, you see 1131 here in orange, and that's the one that we talked about, and so that 1131st prime is 9127, and 341st tri-prime is 1378. Okay, and 341 is equal to 11 times 31. And as we just saw here, 1130 first prime number is 9127. Okay, so it tells us that how, no matter what we look at, we're always going to get this 9127. Okay, so again, let's analyze 1378, and we notice that the first prime number is 2, the third prime number is 5, seventh prime number is 17, and the eighth prime number is 19. If I multiply these numbers, I'm going to get 3230. Okay. And we immediately notice that chapter 32 in the Quran has 30 verses, and that chapter is called frustration. Okay. So see how much information we got from that verse. And so, as I said, all of these verses here that you see are intertwined, and these numbers in the front here, okay. And I didn't even go to 560 or 708. I didn't go into the details of those yet. But every one of them is, because I don't want to
assign to generate.
Okay, so that's what I just wanted to show you, that when we see these numbers are there for a reason, and these reasons has fundamental mathematical relations. And so how these are coming together in order to form the Quran and tells us what the structure of the Quran is absolutely mind-boggling and amazing. Okay, we can't even begin to understand this, the depth of this. Okay, and again, as I said, all of this, you see, when Moses was told by God, okay, and he says, go with my signs to Pharaoh and his elders, okay, because he has transgressed, he has rebelled, and so God gives him another chance. Okay, so the signs that are shown to people is not to glorify the messenger or the prophet, is to glorify God, and God alone and no one else. Okay, this is part of the message, in order to give gravitas to the message, that people cannot reject the message. The message is very simple. The message tells us, thou shalt not do this, and thou shalt do this, which is the righteous act and righteous word. And these are very simple commandments. People are making it difficult. Okay? When they were told by Moses to go ahead and slaughter a calf, okay, he didn't argue with God. He told people exactly what God told them. They made it difficult. It was very simple. Go on and grab a calf and slaughter it, and that's it. Period. You don't argue with God. You don't say, I don't have a harvest. Hey. So, in the midst of all of the disasters that we are having, is that a lot of it is brought upon ourselves by ourselves, our own hands. It's not because God did it. And He promises us better things if we do His commandments. If we obey His commandments, we are going to get even more success out of life, out of this worldly life. And the success of the hereafter is absolutely beyond our wildest imagination. We don't even know how to think about it, let alone anything else. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and we'll finish our Jum'ah. Allah al-Kabir.